Guys, having a little bit of an issue. So you just basically, if you've uploaded before, you're going to see it in your library where I have nothing here. So you upload and they'll ask for the, you can see I have nothing in the library unless I upload here, unless I upload here. But I'm not going to upload, I'm having a bit of an issue. So that's that. Then you put your design, then you put in the add text. That's that. Let me go back. So now I want to show you the advanced. Okay, I want to show you the advanced. um so can you see right here where you can easily create ads, you can manage your ads? Can you see this is your events manager, your audiences? You can create audiences. Pixels are used for tracking, you know, events, apps, catalogs. Audience insights helps you to gives you more information, helps you to target more easily, and helps you to see more advanced details, more narrow details about your already existing um customers or audience, you know. So yeah, billing and payments, add accounts, see everything here, right here. So I'm not going to go deep into this because I'm still going to treat all this in Facebook ads. So let me just, okay, let me show you um let me show you ad accounts real quick. 1 minute please, since it takes a really long time to load. Can you see this? I have another account already. Actually, this is my ad account. Okay, this is my ad account ID, account status pending. So basically this is just my business details. um this is my business details. Let me let me go to the events manager. Let me show you audience insights. Let me show you audience insights to see what I'm talking about. So this is how the audience insights looks. Okay, so I don't have any previous audience, so there's nothing they want to give me insight on. Though there are two options of audience insights on Facebook. There's one that allows you to target future audiences, and the one that just basically insights on the already existing audience. So yeah, you just go over these things. Pre-existing audiences, mutual shoppers, mm, let's see. Okay, let me just choose something real quick. Let me just type crypto. Let me just say fashion. Let's see. No audience available. You can create audience. Select a type of audience to create. Customer list. Match your customer list with Snapchat. Okay, let me just say add engagements. You have to type in new audience name. Let me say add engagements one. Like I said, I don't have any previous audience. Audience definition: Snapchatters who have done one of the following actions. Okay. Swiped up on an image, or okay. Source type in a specific campaign. I don't have any existing campaign, so it can't go. Can you see that it can't go? So I'm just showing you, this is how the insights looks like. You need to have run ads before, so you can, you get more insights on the kind of, on the audience you already have, on the people that's on your target audience basically, so you can, it can direct you to the right audiences to target in the future. Locations. So this is it, we basically do everything. You can target based on their locations, demographics. Okay, let's just go back. Let's just go back to manage ads. Is simply, I don't have any ad in this ad account. I've not created any ad. So if you have ads, this is where you manage it. Help center, events manager. This is okay, especially if you have pixels. Okay, let me just show you how it looks like real quick. Events manager. Okay, so this is where you create your, I told you pixels are uh, um trackers. This is what you use to track your events. What are events? Events are basically the actions, that you're telling Facebook to charge you for. If you have a website, for example, it works. Pixels are only used on websites actually. So if you have a website, what are the events on that website? So events are basically, oh, if you have a button on the website, for example, button like click this link or click here to learn more button, all those kind of buttons, they are the events. Now, what is tracking it? The pixel is a code that you must have, pasted or installed on your website before, and that will help you track those buttons. I'm going to explain more of this in Facebook ads. So let me click new event source web. I won't do this one here, but let me just show you how it looks like. So this is how to create a pixel. Let me say training one, confirm, pixel code. Okay, so this is a code. I mentioned it is a code that you install on your website before, and before you say you want to start tracking. If you don't have any code, there's no way you want to track events on your website. Okay, so this is the code. Then you go to your website to install, to paste the code. So let me just close this and go back. I believe you've understood one or two things here. This is my event. This is my pixel. Sorry, I have not installed it. It is still in setup, as you can see. So after I install my pixel, I'm going to create my events that I want the pixel to track, and this is where we manage all your events. That's why it's called event manager. So let me show you billing and payments real quick. This is where you fund your accounts for Facebook to charge you. Give it a minute. This Snapchat, I really don't like the network at times. Cool. So I've been having issues with my card. If you guys have not noticed, my other cards have been having issues on. So I won't I won't create a new payment method for myself. But if you're watching this and you want to fund your account, you can see this black icon right here. This is Sorry, this is where you create your new payment method, right? Then you just fund. It's as easy as ABC, guys. So let me go back to the main menu. Let me show you the advanced. Cool. So you can see. So now let's go to advanced create. Take full control over your ads. Can you see that? It's way different from instant create. This one, that one was just or something so simple. Yeah, you see more options, more, more buttons, more. So now select your objective. I talked about objectives before. I talked about awareness, app installs. I explained all this. So can you see the different categories of objectives? There's the awareness. Under awareness, we have awareness, promote places, new. Maybe you have a physical shop or something. Then consideration. This is the options under consideration, and this is the conversions. Conversions is literally the best because this is where they will literally take the final action you want them to take. Is it probably sales, probably leads? This is where your conversions are, right? So campaign setup. Now you choose an objective, right? Let me choose website conversions. We've not received any pixel events yet. Please verify. Oh, um I've not set up my pixel, so they're telling me to verify my tracking code, so I can't choose conversions. Let me just choose something really simple, probably lead generation. Let me see. Okay, let me choose the generation, right? So can you see it on the left here? This is your campaign, this is your ad sets, then your ad. Now this is the ad set that you add right here. So campaign name, lead generation, right? You can choose to name it again. Probably you might have another campaign that is the same. You can have two lead generation campaigns, so you don't want to confuse yourself. So I'll add 1 to 8, right? Active, just leave this. Start and end dates. Okay, start December 8th. You can end date is optional, as you can see. Optional. You can choose to, well, I don't, like I mentioned before, I don't like setting end dates. I just leave it. Daily spend cap. Okay, now what is the maximum amount you want? That is why it is called cap. What's the maximum amount you want Facebook to charge you daily? Let's say um daily, let's say $5. Is in dollars, just so you know, right? Lifetime spend cap. Okay, let me see. Spend cap must be at least 20. Wow. Okay, let me choose 20. 20, cool. Lifetime, let me choose 100. So I mentioned before that Snapchat is one of the most expensive, Snapchat, Twitter, expensive social media platforms to create ads. Next, cool. Now this where you put your ad set details. What's your ad set name? They can be under an ad set. It can be different. Just so you know, under a campaign, you can have different ad sets. Okay, campaign is your objective. What's the overall objective? Ad sets, they are like, it's ad set houses your advert. It houses, this is where you place, or this is where you target based on location, demographics, interest, age. This is where you place the adverts. Then you can have different adverts under in your ad sets, and you can have different ad sets in your campaign. That's that. So you name your ad sets in case you want to have different ad sets. So let's name it practical. Sorry it was taking so long. I really don't like my videos to be long, but still ends up getting long anyways. Practical, right? We're doing a practical aspect of this course, so practical, right? We're not tracking anything, so budget and schedule. So what's your budget? Your budget is now. I want you guys to understand that your daily cap, your lifetime cap is different from your budget. Daily cap, for example, is different from daily spend or something. Daily cap is like the maximum amount, maximum, while daily spend is the actual amount, like the list you want Facebook. So your budget, what's your budget for the, let me choose $100 because I made my overall, my total cap to be 100, right? 100 daily budget, let me set. So as you can see, my daily budget can even be lesser than my, so you have the options of either choosing daily or lifetime budget. So I'll go with daily. I love daily budgets, right? Start and end date. So start is okay. I don't like putting an end date. So you can leave it as automatic placement, or you can choose to where do you want them to place it, so you can edit this. So can you see contents, between contents, user stories? You can untick some of these. You can untick this, right? And hope you see at the right, your estimates will be either increasing or reducing depending on whatever you're feeding here. Okay, so let's leave it at that. Now location, mm, let me put Nigeria. You can even put states, right? Let me put Edo, Nigeria. You can add or exclude, like I mentioned in, is it Twitter or YouTube ad? You can add or exclude. Let me choose Lagos, right? Lagos, Lagos, right? Add. Let me exclude Ikeja. Sorry, network. We didn't find Ikeja. That's surprising. Okay, let me exclude Ibadan. If that makes sense. Ibadan. Why? Let me exclude Benue. I just want to exclude something so you see how it is. Okay. Thought I saw Benue. Okay, exclude. Right. So Benue has been excluded. Can you see? Tick. That is the one you want to target. Exclude Benue. Now, age restrictions. Okay. You can choose to tick it or not. Given you have declared your ad content as regulated content, please carefully select the legally allowed age, like I said, okay? So now let's pick 20 to 25. Sorry, 25. For example, though, now you mentioned you target people based on the kinds of things you're selling. You cannot be selling bikini to 30 to 39, 40. This is the age range. In fact, from 18. Okay, let me choose females only. Then language, let me select English. So just now English, right? Can you see my estimate is reducing drastically? That is what you want, especially if you don't have enough budget like that. Don't go and waste your money. Though it shouldn't be too narrow and it shouldn't be too wide. Just just be in the middle, or just, I don't know. Just it shouldn't be too narrow, and it shouldn't be too wide. That's one secret. Let me choose adventure seeker. Expand audience automatically. You can choose to untick this, or you can go to the advanced settings. I'm not doing that right now. What systems? What is it people? Sorry about that. Is it people using iPhone, Android, PC? Let me choose Android. This is still the phone. Let me choose none. Leave it as none. Can choose to select the device make. Can see my ad estimate is always adjusting to whatever you're picking. My all placements and everything cleared away, and I can't start from the beginning. So just you get the point. So let me just continue from here. So in case you see, because you noticed before I set all this, but now everything has gone back um to the old format. So I can say it's already 93.6, but I mentioned before that it shouldn't be too wide. This is obviously too wide, so just like I said, my settings cleared. So let's just continue, right? But don't make that mistake. Devices, let me just leave it all. Device makes. Let me just choose Apple. Carriers, carriers, I mean. I choose let me choose can choose Nine Mobile. You can choose just now delivery, active, lead from submissions, bid. What's the amount you're willing to bid per person? Okay, so that is how you be charged daily, or however, maybe lifetime, depends on what you set before. Your audience selection is too small, blah blah. Okay, let me make changes to. Thought I saw Nine Mobile. You know what? I'll just leave that. Auto bid is better to leave it at auto bid actually. But if you're sure you know the bid that will work perfectly for you, yeah. Now next. Oh, my instant is so small. And the next one is just for you to name your ad. You know, I mentioned ad set is different from adverts. Your ad set houses different ads, and your campaign houses different ad sets. So you can have more than one ad. So you have to name it to differentiate, right? Let me just name it practical. Public profile, this is my public profile. Brand name, optional. Headline, okay. Let me say discounts, sales. This is December. Let me just leave it as discount sales, shareable, enabled. So this is where you upload. You can choose to upload. You can choose to browse. This is where you upload your media. Now this is a lead generation campaign, and I told you that it is forms that we use. You have to create a form where they'll fill for you to be able to track the leads, like especially if the leads are going directly to your WhatsApp and it's not like the leads are gotten from your website. So you have to use a form. Call to action. Let me choose get now or get coupon. Cool. So this is where you upload your media. So this is where you create your form. Can you see your form settings? You select, you build your form, then you put the questions. What questions you can? Let me advise you, when you're doing lead generation and you want to create form, I'm still going to show you on Facebook, but anyway, you ask for their name, their emails. You might think you might not need their emails now, but might actually need it later. Then you ask for their phone number. I don't know what other people used to ask for when they're building form. Those three things are important, okay? Then you design the form, just that's all. So just leave this, then you review and you publish right here. Okay, now this is an example of the form. This is an example. Your brand name, header image, first name, last name. I told you their name is important, their email. Then you can also choose to add phone number, then one or two questions that they'll answer. So then create a form, review and publish. So when they pass through this process, Facebook will automatically count them as leads once they fill up the form and use and they click on this button. There's that button, call to action. This call to action here. So Facebook will see them as count them as leads and you will get charged. So this is where you can browse. You don't have any media, so let me upload, or you can choose to create, but I'm not creating. Let me upload. Let me upload this. Like I said before, I'm having issues with uploading, but that's that. So you just review and publish. It's as simple as that. Review and publish here, or you review and publish here. So your advert is good to go. Now, all these videos you're watching, people are making money. You can choose to apply this in your business. You can choose to start charging people to pay you to run ads for them. I've saw to YouTube ads. This is Snapchat ads. You don't even need to know all the old settings, each and every setting on these things. These are just the basic things you need to know, okay, for you to start running ads. So you can make money either ways. Don't wait for one miracle to happen. Just start implementing and you're going to make money, trust me. So that's that. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you, and I know if you watch this video to the end, you surely learned something, many things in fact. So see you in the next video.